Hello all. Tonight we're running a Lionel 42 of early vintage, probably about 1913. And of greater interest, we're pulling a set of knobby cars. These are the early 1819 190 cars. These date to 1910, the early first half of 1910. And they're called knobby cars because of these wild big knobs on the top. These cars do not have removable roofs, but you have removable floors. By taking out 4 screws, you can drop the whole bottom out. You have the 3 rivet trucks here, the pinhole steps. These cars had a lot of parts that you had to solder together. So they're very, very labor intensive to put together. Here you have the 190 baggage. This one's a very early Pullman, and even though it's flaking, it says 1910. This was carried over from the previous 1910 Pullmans, which are from January and February of 1910. And here you have the 190 observation with the early straight railing here on the back. You'll see a lot of flaking. They do a red primer, but unfortunately it doesn't adhere to metal very well. For some reason the roofs on these are very good for Lionel. You have to always have a little asterisk there. For Lionel these are very good, but this side for some reason they didn't clean the metal quite as well, so unfortunately it seems to repel the paint. 1910 Lionel could not fill all their orders because these cars were just way too labor intensive to put together. So quickly they started cheapening things up. Later in the year they went to low knobs, then they got rid of the knobs altogether and had removable roofs. And instead of having individual knobs here, they just pressed them out. These are separate pieces. Later they just get much simpler. And then they folded their steps out of one piece as opposed to all this build-up stuff. And you got rid of the 3 rivet trucks, going to a single rivet truck. There were many, many improvements which were actually cost-saving and labor-saving. So this set would have started with a square cab, like this back here, the 1912. But for some reason, the set got separated from its original engine and ended up with this early 42. So thank you very much. Let's see if she'll fire up it. It likes a little push. Thank you very much for watching. There's the famous scene that Lionel would later use on their boxes with Joshua Cohen's son, Lawrence, spread out holding a 42 and the 1819 190 set. So again, thank you very much for watching. If you like old trains, please subscribe. Thank you.